Hi, this is Mick Elliott from Electronics Specifier. I am on the Micro E stand at Embedded World, and I'm with Nebojša Matić, who is the CEO of Micro E. First of all, Nebojša, can you just talk us through, there's some new features I know on the NECTO Studio. Can you just talk us through those features and how they're going to benefit your customers?
Thank you for having me. Thank you for your time. So the NECTO, it's a multi-language, multi-architecture IDE. So we put many compilers and many architecture under the same IDE. And we improve it all the time. So I'm happy to announce that we have two really, really new things. I strongly believe we are the first in the world. So we have artificial intelligence, natural language processing inside the NECTO. So you could ask simply, where is that interrupt pin? Or how to set up SPI communication. And we jump directly into the PDF on the place where you could find that information. So you see, as we are as a company very focused on time and saving developers' time, so we save you for per any of your questions, few minutes, 5 minutes, something like that. Also, it will search the NECTO help. It will search maybe whole our web page. You could ask what is the best way to measure humidity. You could ask questions like, I need accelerometer for that range. So it will give you answer. This is the clipboard you could use or something like that. So we try to use natural language to provide exact question to your question. So exact answer to your question. So that's one thing. Another thing is that we close the loop with the remote hardware. So now we could fetch data for any remote boards in real time. That means you have your own cloud whenever you want, when you want, as long as you want. Okay. So that's the new thing, and we really are the first in the world who provide that, and it's working without any hardware addition or a hardware changing or something like that. It's pure debug mode. So you just go to debug mode and you fetch any data from any remote board. This is really beautiful because a lot of us have to make a cloud so we could fetch data from so many nodes, etc. Sure. Here you could connect to any of your nodes directly and fetch data in real time. What you will do with that data, it's up to you. You could place in some file, then you could maybe export to Excel, or to make a chart or make a decision by the value of that data. So it's a event-driven decision system also. So those two new feature in NECTO is the reason that we move from 2.0 to 3.0 NECTO. So I'm looking forward to for a next embedded where we could most probably will have a 4.0 with we already know with several new features which will be probably first in the world again.
What sort of response have you had to customers? You've moved from version 2 to version 3 now. What sort of customers are you looking at? What sort of applications are they in?
Well, we introduced it last week, so the customer does not have enough time to respond.
Right, okay.
But we are focused as a company to standardization and time saving. So whatever saves time to our customer is kind of our job to do. And of course standardization, that's why we have those clipboards, that's why we have the boards with a socket for a MCU, socket for a display. We standardize SDK, so once when you wrote a code, it's working without the changing to completely different microcontroller. So customer and what they expect from us is that we save their time more and more and more in the future. And that's, at my opinion, the time is one of the key things we have to think in our life, because the speed of development will be, well, we have to improve it all the time. So it will be the hot topic in years to come.
Well, I think you could argue it's a hot topic now. I mean, time to market is now the number one for any engineer or developer. So how many of them are embracing your approach so far, using NECTO Studio and your clickboards?
Oh, we have a lot of users of NECTO Studio. It's thousands and thousands of people. So, you know, everyone needs time. And you say time to market. What we bring to the customer and to the market is this rapid prototyping. So if you notice, our boards have 5 slots for clickboards. And we have 1,350 something clicks right now. So we are talking about 12, 13, 15 trillion unique combination. And when we already talk about the time, now it's get better. So now if you spend 1 second for each of these unique combination, you will need more than 30,000 years to try what we offer today. So that's the answer about the time. There is a lot of time to try everything. So and if you are as an engineer wants to do something, you have to ask yourself, is this combination possible to be done on some of the MikroE boards with the MikroE clicks? If it is yes, you are just 1 or 2 days you just need 1 or 2 days to receive it from DHL. Yep. But if you are so impatient, we could provide you a setup, exact setup you want on a Planet Debug concept. You will see that from behind. Yep. And you could start to work in less than an hour. So if you want to try something, if you are, I don't know, you don't want to wait anything, you want to start to work now. So we are one of the rare and probably the only company in the world who could provide you possibility to work on your project immediately. Nothing to wait, just start to work.
I mean, one of the things you said to me before we started the interview is, you know, you're kind of dedicated to doing things that nobody else thinks of. So that's your motive going forward, mission going forward.
Well, someone have to do it. Someone have to think about the standardization. You know, dev boards, they're all the same. They have some buttons, they have some pins, some LEDs. Then there is some peripherals, so 7-segment digits, maybe SPI, something, whatever, and microcontroller. So if we standardize peripherals, and we standardize socket for a microcontroller, we could have universal boards, which then it simplifies my effort to make my project more effective. So I try on a bigger microcontroller, and then I switch to cheaper one or lower memory or something like that. But you know, it does not prevent me to try different microcontrollers, different peripherals. So just imagine, for example, if your project have a need for a Wi-Fi. We have about 30 different Wi-Fi modules. Which one is good for you? You have to test them all. You know, so it's not that you have to try the first one, or you just use it, the one you already try, etc. Because the technology is moving. You have to move with it.
Okay. Nebojša Matić, thank you very much.
Thank you.